show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. It's late in the week edition of LTN. Glad you could make it. We're glad we made it too, so we can interact with you and keep you vigilant, alert, prepared in so many and different ways regarding your health, and especially with this new coronavirus, COVID-19 virus. I have some updates for you, and I have some things I'll share with you that you probably most likely will not hear on mainstream news media outlets. That's not because they don't know or don't care. They just don't have the time to do it. And their format is not similar to this one, where we're designed to do this. And I'm happy to do it. And I want to do it, and we will do it. And we love it when you interact with us and contact us in different ways. And Katie always tells you how to do that. And I notice more and more people are making contact with the show, and so we can connect. And many of you have great ideas and experiences that you might want to share or ask about. We're all here to learn. Nobody has the absolute, how can I put this? No, there's no single person who's a tabernacle of wisdom and knowledge. How about that? And there's always I can use a number of different metaphors. There's always a faster gun in town, somebody who knows more than you. So we're all here to learn, including myself. I'll be the student sitting in the first seat in the front row. You will find me there for sure. So I make no presumptions about learning. I'm here to learn just like you are. And sometimes I'll report on things that I certainly know a lot about, and other times I'll report on things that I'm learning about and sharing with you. So I'm always eager to hear from you and what you have learned and what you know. You're important. Your health is important. I care about you. We care about you. And that's why we do the show. Otherwise, I should go do something else. If I didn't have that approach or that attitude, I need to stay home. That's how I see it. And we're going to bring you up to date on this coronavirus. Katie's going to tell you how you can connect with the show. And if you have questions, I will share some things with you today, some of which you may not know or were curious about with respect to viruses. And here's Katie to tell you how to connect.
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. And as always, you can email Dr. Garko personally. His email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. And if you visit letstalknutrition.com, you will find all of our past shows. They're sorted by date and title, so any specific topic you may want to hear about, you can listen back to the shows. You can also do that wherever you listen to your podcasts. We're on 100 plus different podcast platforms. So pretty much anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to Let's Talk Nutrition. Also, we're on Facebook and YouTube. We go live every day on those two platforms, so you could watch the show as well as listen.
Thank you, Katie. And the update numbers are getting grim. And one piece of news here. The WHO, the World Health Organization, I think, is a breath away from declaring this a pandemic. I think we've been in a pandemic now for a couple of weeks. I'm not quite clear as to what their operational definition, the WHO's operational definition of a pandemic is, but it has spread around the world. People are being infected in large numbers. We now have 2,800 people who have died from the virus, 83,000 cases of infection across the globe. That sounds like a pandemic to me, but again, I'm not quite certain what I could go and look, I suppose, what the WHO's operational concise definition is. I hear word that they're about ready to declare it a pandemic, and I'm not surprised. Here's the concern. This virus is lethal. It's 20 times more lethal than influenza. The virus will kill 2% of people it infects. Influenza kills 0.1%. 0.1, not 1, 0.1. That's about 30,000 a year, roughly, in the United States. That many people die. And we have a lot of pediatric deaths. Not that many, of course, thank God, with influenza. And that's why they're concerned. And the other concern about this virus is that it's easily spread. People can become easily infected. That's the nature of it. The markets are plunging worldwide. That's the concern. You know, you have throughout the world, Italy, Iran, all these other countries that are being hard hit. And there are at least 11 European countries at the moment that now have confirmed cases of coronavirus, many of which have been traced to Italy. Now, I don't know what went on there in that country and why. There must have been a perfect storm of variables, but they have been especially affected by the infection. So South Korea has the biggest outbreak outside of China. They have 2,337 cases. As I said, the global spread is about 83,000. They're going to declare this a pandemic. I'm almost certain of it. I think Dr. Sanjay Gupta thinks it's a pandemic. I think it's a pandemic. I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe they don't want to alarm people. People are already alarmed, man. My approach is tell the truth. Tell the truth. Don't try to just lay it out there.
No, coronavirus isn't that bad. I feel like that's what they're doing.
Oh, no, it is that bad.
Right. No, I know. But I'm just saying. I feel like
no, they're not doing that. But I'm not so sure that that some officials are being as candid. And certainly, I'm not going to count on the Chinese government to be transparent. They're not. They're in a lot of trouble. And quite frankly, they're responsible. They're responsible. This started in Wuhan, in that fish market. That's where this started. In that wet market. They're called wet markets. I've told you about that. And that's on them. But this is a tradition that goes throughout Asia, these wet markets. They've been doing this God knows how long. And it breeds viruses. It's a perfect environment for them to breed. You got bats going in there infecting the animals. You have pangolins, which they think is the animal that infected the animals in the market that infected the people. By the way, they slaughter animals in those markets. And they sell animals in those markets that are illegal. And they're in cages. It's a mess. Go online and type in Wuhan fish market, seafood market, and you will see some images, and you'll see meat hanging. No, man. It's just, this is the 21st century, people. All right. 877-897-8255. You see that? We're showing some photographs of that market now. It's a mess. And so now we have this case of the woman in California. She didn't travel to any place where the virus is currently in play, and she did not come in contact with anybody that was infected. and she's in serious condition. She lives in California. She is suggestive, her case, that we have the beginnings maybe of community spread. That is not good news. And once you get that, it's just like influenza. We have community spread. People get sick. They don't even know how they got sick. When we come back, we'll take a call from Mary in Tampa. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast-dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only 2 ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
Visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs. Everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic. Aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius. Live fit. Irwin Naturals. Premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's go to Tampa, Florida, and talk to Mary. Mary, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on today.
Thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely.
A short time ago, you mentioned about hydrogenating the body, that water's not enough. I think you mentioned coconut water, and the rest of the things I didn't catch, I didn't get. I was wondering if you could, tell me so I can write it down.
Are you sure I said that? I don't think I remember saying that. I think water. I
dreamed it.
Well, I think water is enough.
Oh yeah.
I do, 100%.
Oh.
I don't recommend drinking out of the. I know the city officials in various cities will be upset with me when I say this, but I don't. I am not comfortable with drinking out of the faucet. I just not. That's just me. Other people may be. That you make that choice. I prefer to drink.
What are others besides coconut water to help with that hydrating the body?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that. I mean, you get water in various. Even when you eat fruits and vegetables, there's water in those foods. Processed foods, not so much, but drinking water is, that's the most fundamental, important, basic thing to do. Coconut water, I guess, is fine, but I just believe in drinking free water that has been properly, sterilized, if you will, and drinking, 8 glasses of water a day. 8-ounce glasses a day. That's old standard. And as simple as that. Now, if you drink coffee, you'll get water with that. If you make soup, you'll get some water with that. But that won't be enough. You need to actually drink water, which is a habit I've had to try to develop. It is a habit. Some people drink a lot of water, up to a gallon a day. Katie, type in how much water to drink relative to body weight. There's a certain number of ounces per body weight. I have some numbers in my head, but I don't want to give the wrong numbers.
It is important to note that not children. Hold on.
Adults.
Maximum of 60.
So what I would say to you, Mary, is this: I would just drink plain old water. It is the best. That's the best option.
It says you should try to drink between half an ounce or an ounce of water for each pound you weigh every day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, that would be about 75 to 150 ounces of water a day.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So how many ounces in a liter? How many ounces in a liter? And that's one way to think about it. A liter bottle. People are familiar with liters because they buy their sodas in liters now.
So there's 33 ounces in a liter.
All right, 33 ounces in 1 liter.
33.8, so 34.
So if you drank 2 or 3 liters of water a day, which is a lot of water, you would be all good. You'd be good to go. Think about that. Think about drinking a liter of water. Think about drinking 2 liters of water, which would be 66 ounces of water. I mean, that's a lot of water. But that's what the body that's what the body requires. I'm happy if I can get a liter of water a day in. I don't drink enough water, admittedly, but that's what I would do, Mary. That's my basic. That's not a jazzy answer, but that's the answer. Okay.
Now, yesterday you mentioned a supplement. I don't know if it's for stress or for restful sleep. I didn't get the name of it.
For sleep, it's Tranquil Sleep is from the Stress Relax line, Natural Factors. They have a line of supplements that are associated with stress and sleep. Tranquil Sleep is a wonderful sleep aid and relaxation aid. So is Solace, by the way. And then they have other supplements like GABA and some other supplements in that line. If you go online to naturalfactors.com and type in stress relax, you'll see 2 or 3, maybe 4 supplements in that line. That's what I was talking about the other day.
I see. Yeah.
Okay.
One more question I want to ask you. Suzanne Summers, did she pass away?
Suzanne Summers? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about.
She had cancer, I know. Okay. Because I guess I thought that she had passed away.
No. Suzanne Summers is doing. She's doing well. She's in great shape. She's an amazing woman. No, she's good. She's all good.
She actually gave her secret to aging yesterday.
Yeah, how old is she, Katie?
She is 73. She just told Fox News yesterday what her secret to staying fit at 73 is.
She looks great.
You want to know what her secret is? Never dieting.
There you go. Well, I'm not I get that question a lot. Dr. Garko, what's the best thing to do with aging? To answer that question, you have an hour of time. I'll tell you how to. It does start with the diet. It starts with your diet and lifestyle. But those are giant variables, and there are many variables within them. And there's, the secret to this and the secret to that. Listen to my show. There are no secrets here. Everything's transparent. I'll have a guest on today, Dr. McCarthy, Elijah McCarthy. He doesn't have any secrets. He puts it out there. There is no secret to aging well. The secrets have been revealed. If we take what we know right now and apply it, we'll do quite well. We keep looking for this, fountain of whatever, and we found all the fountains, many of them. We know a lot. We know a lot about how to age well. We know a lot about how to prevent disease. We know a lot about how to prepare. That's what this show's all about. Dr. Elijah McCarthy is our guest today. We'll be back with him, LTN, coast to coast and globally.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, this Friday edition of LTN. Thanks for stopping by today. Dr. Elijah McCarthy is our guest today. Dr. McCarthy was on not too long ago, and he's back for a visit from Irwin Naturals. Dr. McCarthy, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for getting up so early on that left coast.
Hey, good morning to you.
How are you?
Good to be back.
It's nice to have you here.
Very good. How about yourself?
I'm good. It's nice to have you here. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you a few questions and talk just a moment or two about this coronavirus business. As you know, a woman in California was diagnosed with the coronavirus. It took the hospital quite a bit of effort to get the CDC to finally test her. This was last Sunday, and they did test her, and she tested positive for the virus. What's concerning about this woman, by the way, she's in serious condition, as I hear reported. She didn't travel anywhere where the virus is now in play, nor did she come in contact with anybody who was known to be infected. And her case is suggestive, highly suggestive of community spread. When you hear that phrase, then you know that's alarming. I know you probably most likely have been following and tracking this story. Do you have any comments, observations, or recommendations relative to this COVID-19 episode?
Yeah, I know this is a topic that obviously has the entire kind of world at edge. And, back to our topic last I spoke with you with regard to stress and kind of things in our environment that are continually, it's triggering our stress response. This is certainly no exception. Yes, and to your point, that case in California certainly does sound like a community spread. My recommendation to individuals out there, because I have had quite a few people come to me and talk to me, hey, what do you do? What is your approach to protecting yourself from this spread of this virus, if it is certainly kind of working its way through the population in a different manner than we maybe originally thought? And there has actually been some statements put out with regard to treatment and essentially how to better protect yourself from viruses. And really this kind of comes down even to the topic we're going to talk about today, which is nitric oxide. But one of the things that I often, when it comes to viruses in my patients, is really some basic nutritional approaches. One of them in particular is vitamin C. Vitamin C is a nutrient that human beings don't really have the capacity to produce on our own. This is something that's different in other animals, and this coronavirus is understood to be kind of fairly predominant within animal populations, not outside the human population, but it doesn't really cause much of a problem for animals. One of the reasons why is, I believe, is because they actually they produce vitamin C, but human beings do not, which is kind of the story behind scurvy and the pirates out on sea and becoming vitamin C deficient and developing this thing called scurvy, which is really a destruction or the decomposition of our tissues. And the reason why that happens with human beings is because we don't have that capacity to build vitamin C in our body. So certainly whenever there's whether it's flu season or any type of thing that's kind of traveling around like the coronavirus, I always tell people to make sure that you're having a regular consumption of vitamin C, and that you're supplementing a good amount, more than what your daily recommendations would be. And I would, personally, I take a gram of vitamin C a day, just as a kind of a maintenance dose. And so when there is an illness abound, especially if I'm starting to feel ill, I certainly start to crank that dose up a bit, and I work up to really about a bowel tolerance dose, maybe 3, 4, or 5 grams in a day. So in some cases when I am sick, but that's one of the main things that I keep on driving home to people on this is, hey, let's try not to be struck with fear and not resume our daily activities that bring us happiness, and let's also make sure that we're protecting ourselves. That's the best approach that I can recommend to individuals. Vitamin C is an important nutrient, as is vitamin D, magnesium, zinc, selenium. These are nutrients that will help to protect your body, help support your immune system, but then protect your body really in particular from viruses. So with the community spread threat that we're hearing out of California, which is right in my backyard, that's certainly something that I'm starting to do personally, and I'm spreading that word to all my patients as well.
Mm-hmm. That's Dr. Elijah McCarthy, and he's on LTN today, 877-897-8255. There are some very simple things that people can do as well, and they're not very jazzy, like washing your hands for 15 or 20 seconds with hot water, keeping your hands away from your face and mouth, staying away from infected people. If you are in an environment where there is high infection, like at work, people coughing and all over the place, and droplets, the aerosol and these droplets falling through the air, maybe onto you, onto the surfaces, onto your clothing. If you're working in an environment like that, when you go home, you might want to step into the laundry room and take your clothes off there and put them in the hamper or wash them and not lay them on the bed. Now, viruses can live at different, as you know, Dr. McCarthy, they can live for different kinds of viruses, cold virus, influenza. They live at different times on different surfaces. Hard surfaces, they tend to live longer. More porous surfaces, not so much. But these are simple things for people to do. Your recommendation about vitamin C and those other nutrients is certainly supported by the literature. It is concerning. This virus is 20 times more lethal than influenza. About 0.1% of people die from influenza. about 2% die from this virus. That's the concern. It is lethal and it's easily contracted, right?
That's right. That's right. This is got a different level of intensity than your average flu virus. So certainly, why there's a heightened sense of urgency here with this particular virus.
Yeah, the WHO is a breath away from declaring it a pandemic. I think we've been in that modality now for at least a week, 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. I mean, you got tens of thousands of people infected around the world. Close to 3,000 have died. I mean, we're there. I don't know what they're waiting for, but I have a lot of respect for the WHO. So you wanted to come today and talk about nitric oxide. That's an interesting compound. Why did you want to focus on that? Then we'll take a call.
Well, nitric oxide is also commonly called the miracle molecule, and the reason being is because it kind of has its finger in virtually every physiological function that occurs in the body. It is a foundational molecule. It is a signaling molecule. So a lot of time I try not to talk about nitric oxide as a physical thing. I try to talk about it more as a signal in the body, and what it does in the body is incredibly important to the healthy function of virtually every system of your body. And so I feel like talking about helping your listeners understand a little bit about nitric oxide can be applied to so many different things.
We'll be right back.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalk.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, live fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, featuring Dr. Elijah McCarthy on LTN today. And Dr. McCarthy is a educator for Irwin Naturals. And Dr. McCarthy, nitric oxide, a few years back, boy, that really was the trend. You recall that period? Everybody was talking about nitric oxide, NO.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and things in this industry, it's like the fashion industry. Things move in and out of fashion or trend, but it's crazy. We're going to talk some more. We have a caller. He's been holding, so I want to get to him. Bill in Tampa. Bill, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for calling today.
I'll go to the influenza, but just a quick comment on nitric oxide. People I know that have sluggish cardiovascular systems before bed, and in fact, I often recommend they take a little nitric oxide and cayenne pepper and yogurt and mix it up and eat that up, and then they have a nice restful sleep and everything keeps moving. I want to touch on the influenza for a second. If you do wear a mask, over the mask, wear the old style cloth. It helps cover the cracks and crevices that the mask doesn't. Also, goggles are important because those droplets go right in your bloodstream, as the doctor knows. And other than that, as the doctor said, just keep your immune system boosted up and avoid crowds. We're very loose and liberal with our hygiene in America as far as getting in crowds and touching things and interacting with people face to face, and this is not a good idea.
Yeah, those are good ideas, Bill. And I know that you're working with patients every day, and you're in and out of these homes and facilities where you come in contact with people. So you have to be mindful yourself. We always appreciate your comments and your suggestions. Thanks for calling in today. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, man. Just one more thing on this, Dr. McCarthy. How do you feel about masks? I'll tell you my opinion in a second, but I'm curious as to what you think about them.
Yeah, I will say I know a lot of the recommendations out there are saying, hey, maybe it's not going to protect you from the virus. Personally, I do actually care. I travel quite a bit for work. I'm certainly going to be traveling throughout the month of March. In fact, over to India. I'm a little bit concerned about that, but I do have a high. I have a rated N99 mask that I use when I go into certain countries, and it kind of helps with the pollution issue. But then also in this manner. I mean, we talked a lot about. The virus is spread by respiratory droplets, and so that meaning if somebody is breathing even next to you that has that those droplets can come into contact with your tissues, with the mucosa of your eyes, as the gentleman mentioned, and then also be the way that you actually can contract it. So any way that you can protect yourself, whether the recommendation out there is, hey, unless the mask is 100% filtering all particulates, you're not going to 100% protect yourself. Well, it's going to help reduce the risk, in my opinion. So I do recommend masks personally if you are going to be traveling at the airport, going into countries where perhaps there is some potential for you being around large audiences. So,
by the way, I tell people, they say, well, who should wear a mask? A person who's infected should wear a mask, so that when you're coughing and sneezing, those droplets don't get into an aerosol and get distributed into the environment, onto surfaces, and onto other people. And I personally don't wear them, but if I was in an environment like you're going to be on planes and whatnot, and going to India, as a colleague, I would tell you to stay home, but that's just me. But you got to work.
My wife is certainly rooting for that right now.
Yeah, well, I'm with your wife on this one. You're a nice guy. I don't want to see you get sick. So, nitric.
Well, the trip is actually to go out to visit the farms of KSM 66 ashwagandha. So I'm going to actually be visiting the farms and the manufacturing facilities of that product. It's a unique opportunity. So I'm going to see how it plays out over the next couple of weeks, and still reserving myself to cancel if I need to.
Yeah, well, I think the WHO is going to declare this a pandemic pretty soon. As I said, they're a breath away. So nitric oxide, Bill alluded to it. He mentioned cardiovascular benefit. I'll leave it to you to take it the themes that you want to explore today, rather than me interrogating you with a bunch of questions.
Well, I mean, because again, this is a topic that really spans into virtually every aspect of our health, and so it is mostly commonly spoken about with relation to cardiovascular disease, and the reason why is because of its primary function as being kind of the signaling molecule that helps your vasculature relax and vasodilate. Vasodilate is a fancy word for allowing your vasculature, the arteries and the arterioles of your body to relax and expand, and to allow greater blood flow. And there are many ways that nitric oxide is stimulated to do this. But just to kind of go through a couple, I guess, a list of certain aspects that nitric oxide has with relation to our health is. It does regulate blood pressure through that mechanism. It helps to keep the arteries young and flexible. It helps to reduce the formation or stop the formation of artery clogging plaques and other blood clots. It has an effect on platelet activity to help decrease the stickiness of platelets, and that's how that kind of helps in that function. It reduces the risk of diabetes and all the disastrous complications that come along with diabetes. And a lot of them are related to blood flow, lack of blood flow. So, those are a handful of things that pertain to a lot of people out there, I would imagine. These are some of the more, greater diseases that are way more predominant in our populations than we even think of, and a lot of them have a lot to do with nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a gas. It is simply a nitrogen molecule atom combined with an oxygen atom, and is actually the smallest gas that is produced by the body, and it functions as a messenger. Because of its small size, its low molecular weight, it has the ability to kind of mix with fats. It has this kind of a VIP pass in the body where it can pass through tissues and move very rapidly and have profound effects throughout the body. So nitric oxide has not only a positive thing for the body in many ways, it also can be a negative thing for the body in many ways, because if it's overproduced, that can cause lots of complications, and one of them being sepsis, for example. Sepsis is a reaction due to bacteria being in the bloodstream and kind of going systemic through the body, and the immune system utilizes nitric oxide as a chemical weapon, essentially. And so when the immune system gets upregulated and this nitric oxide is being produced in abundance, it can cause global effects in the body, which are, essentially lead you to the...
When we come back, we'll talk some more. We'll be back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The heart drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
With the incredible growth of the natural products industry, we have never had more products to choose from. And at the same time, getting healthy has never been more confusing. Irwin Naturals has made it easy for consumers, bringing relevant, high-integrity supplements to the marketplace. Irwin Naturals soft gel delivery technology was chosen over 20 years ago for its ability to quickly and effectively deliver the beneficial nutrients found in their formulas into our bodies for enhanced bioavailability. Irwin Naturals uses a multi-step approach for their products, utilizing the latest clinically researched ingredients while assuring that all claims are supported by scientific evidence. These strict quality standards have allowed Irwin Naturals to bring high-quality CBD products made with full-spectrum hemp extract to the public at an extremely affordable price while using the highest quality hemp. Irwin Naturals stays in tune with the ever-changing face of health in America. When choosing your supplements, consider using high-quality, relevant products from Irwin Naturals.
The preceding was a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC.
Visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. And you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Dr. Elijah McCarthy is our guest today on LTN from Irwin Naturals. Great company. And we're just real excited to have them as a sponsor. They're just solid, and you can't go wrong. We've been very fortunate over the years to have wonderful partners with this show, and it does make a difference. There are thousands of supplement companies out there, literally. And next week is Expo West. I don't know how many companies will be there, 10, 15,000 or more, 20,000, 100,000 people show up. Biggest natural products trade show in the world, as I understand it. Been going there for a long time. And companies come and companies go. And they're there 1 year and then they're gone. And you know, it's a viable industry, and it's a good industry, and it's a necessary industry. But as with anything, you know, you have people that just don't do the right thing in the right way, and that's just how it is. And so on the show, I've spent quite a bit of time trying to educate ourselves about, you know, what constitutes a good dietary supplement company. And the ones that I try to give you one less thing to worry about when you go into a health store and you're trying to select a particular item. And it does make a difference. It does. It simply does. And I keep telling people, quit buying your supplements where you buy lawn and garden supplies. Don't do that. Go to a health store. You know, you got like a store in Clarksville, Georgia, for example, right? A to Zinc. That's a small community, relatively speaking. It's not Manhattan. But that store is a vital, and stores just like it. These owners, like Rufino Pato, and they call them mom and pop stores. I don't like that expression. These are small business, and it's serious business. People put their life savings on the line, their whole future on the line with these stores. And, you know, going into them, they're there to help you. And many of them, like Rufino and others, they know a lot about these companies. And they'll steer you in the right direction. And so with Irwin Naturals, you know, again, you have one less thing to worry about. And I'll ask Dr. McCarthy to talk a little bit about the company. It's important that I think he does that so you know who they are and what they're about and what their mission is. He's talking about nitric oxide today, by the way. And you might say, oh, okay, nitric oxide. And, you know, he did a nice job explaining what it is. What you should know, as I alluded to, at one point it was very, very popular. In fact, back in 1992, they have, you know, like Time Magazine's Man of the Year, Person of the Year, whatever it is. They have Molecule of the Year. In 1992, nitric oxide was Molecule of the Year. In 1998, Nobel Prize in physiology or medicine was awarded for discovering nitric oxide's role as a cardiovascular signaling molecule, which Dr. McCarthy has alluded to. And it's an important molecule. In fact, there was a study, it was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. There was a cardiologist, Dr. Jonathan Stamler, a professor of medicine at Case Western Reserve and the University School of Medicine in Cleveland, and his colleagues conducted a study, and they showed in the study that the respiratory cycle involves not just two gases, not just oxygen and carbon dioxide, but nitric oxide as well. In that cycle, the red blood cells pick up oxygen that you inhale from the lungs and carry it to the cells, to cells in the tissues. And you got, in the red blood cells, you have hemoglobin. That's the oxygen transport. That protein will help transport that oxygen. Well, apparently, Dr. Stamler and his colleagues established that you need nitric oxide as well. It controls, they contended, based on their findings, that it releases the oxygen from the red blood cells into the tissues. And as Dr. McCarthy nicely explained, it's a vasodilator, relaxes the artery, opens them up, relaxes them, expands them, so you get more blood flow as well, more oxygen, more nutrients. And people with high blood pressure, for example, this will relieve some of that pressure. And Dr. McCarthy will talk about all of that. I'm going to bring him back on right away because I want to give him as much time as possible to talk about nitric oxide as well as Irwin Naturals. Dr. McCarthy, welcome back.
All right. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, actually, Dr. Garko, because the respiratory factor in nitric oxide's relationship with oxygen is really important. If not one of the most important factors here. I mean, nitric oxide not only plays a role in helping deliver blood, which is carrying oxygen to the cells by kind of widening the freeways and allowing traffic to flow more evenly, but then to your point, through that research, we understand that nitric oxide is actually needed to release oxygen from those red blood cells. So if it's not present, what ends up happening is you become hypoxic. You don't have enough oxygen delivery to the cells, and oxygen is as we know, a necessity for life. And the reason is because each one of your cells requires it to produce energy and maintain its cellular health. So without oxygen delivery to cells, we don't have life. And so that's how important nitric oxide is.
Mm-hmm. Too bad we don't have a nitric oxide analog for the traffic in L.A. to open up those arteries.
Well, they're trying. It just takes decades to do that.
Widen the arteries.
Another lane too.
Oh, my goodness. Are you going to be at Expo West, by the way?
Yes, I will be.
All right.
On the topic of just the coronavirus too, I'm a little concerned about that. That's
I know
something that's developing here in Southern California. We're going to be going to one of the larger gatherings within the industry, which is a massive, like you explained, it's just a massive event, and so many people. It's
from all over the world.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, and there'll be people there from China and these other places too. I'm just saying. We'll probably see.
Right.
We'll probably see a lot of people imitating the Lone Ranger, wearing masks and whatnot.
I think so.
Different kinds of masks. He wore it over his eyes. They're wearing it over their mouth. So we'll stop by. We'll make sure we come to see you. Okay? Will you be in the Irwin Naturals booth at any point?
I will be a fixture there. That's for sure. So
a fixture. Okay.
Feel free to stop by, and I will be there.
100%. We'll come and see you. 877-897-8255. I'll have Katie lay out in the next block how you can make contact with the show. When people who would be candidates to take nitric oxide as a dietary supplement? Who would that population of people be?
Well, I mean, certainly any individual. I mean, if you're eating vegetables out there, you are consuming precursors to nitric oxide. Obviously, the aging population is probably the most important population that should focus on this topic, simply because as we get older, our nitric oxide production, the enzymes that go into producing nitric oxide, tend to decrease in their function. So as we get older, this topic becomes more and more important, which is one of the reasons why, as we age, cardiovascular issues tend to become more and more of an issue, and a lot of them are related to nitric oxide. As we've kind of already explained, it plays a major role in cardiovascular function. And like I said, also, the nitric oxide is produced by a set of enzymes. There's a couple ways that nitric oxide is produced in the body. One's via the nitric oxide synthase pathway, which utilizes L-arginine, an amino acid, to produce nitric oxide, and then the other is the nitrite pathway, which uses nitrates from food. So again, these are food components that are going to feed into nitric oxide production. So
sounds good. We come back, we'll talk some more, and we'll get into NO. Yes, NO.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show,
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. I was walking down the hall and went to the coffee room and talking to one of the talents, on-air talents, and she said, "Dr. Gark, I got a tickle in my throat." I said, "Uh-oh." Oh, she said, the next words out of her mouth were coronavirus. People are so hyper-vigilant now. That's not a bad thing. Let's go to Bruce in Oldsmar, Florida. Bruce, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
How are you, Dr. Garko?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Good, good. Nice, cool day here in Tampa, that's for sure.
For a change.
Absolutely. It's nice.
Yeah.
My question relative to your guest is, have there been any studies relating to, you're probably going to get into this in a minute, but have there been any studies relating to how much L-arginine you should or could take daily? I'm obviously concerned with cardiovascular issues, and relaxing the arteries and improving blood flow. So
that's a good question.
To hear how many grams you could take.
All right. So, Dr. McCarthy, explain again the relationship with L-arginine to nitric oxide.
Certainly, yeah. So, as I mentioned before the break, one of the pathways that the body uses to produce nitric oxide is what is known by the NOS-dependent pathway. NOS stands for nitric oxide synthase. That's the name of the enzyme.
Right.
And so essentially L-arginine is kind of run through this enzyme. And
is that the substrate? Is that the substrate that NOS acts on?
That's correct. Yeah, L-arginine is acted on by NOS. It's the products of that reaction inevitably are nitric oxide and L-citrulline. L-citrulline is another amino acid.
Okay.
That's commonly used to boost nitric oxide because of its relationship with L-arginine.
So to Bruce's question, how much could he overdose on L-arginine? What do you recommend here?
Well, yeah, it's a good question. There's really no standard dose of L-arginine that I'm aware of. Studies use different amounts. Some use as high as up to 2 to 3 grams a couple times a day. So, personally, there's when it comes to boosting nitric oxide, L-arginine is useful. However, it has its limitations. There is an enzyme that exists in our GI tract that's called L-arginase. That actually breaks down L-arginine and it converts it to other substrates. So there is kind of an obstacle that L-arginine has to overcome when it's consumed for nitric oxide production, which is why L-citrulline has kind of become the more predominant amino acid that helps to boost nitric oxide through dietary supplementation, simply because L-citrulline is not degraded by that same enzyme, and it actually is able to move further into the digestive tract and actually have an impact on systemic nitric oxide production. So
when a person goes into a health store, if they walked in and said, "I want some nitric oxide," what would happen? What would the salesperson say to that person?
Well, if they were a knowledgeable salesperson, they would say, "Well, we don't sell tanks of nitric oxide gas here because it's actually a gas. It's a volatile gas. It doesn't has a short half-life. So nitric oxide is really predominantly produced in the body from different substrates, and one of them being, as we mentioned already, L-arginine, another being L-citrulline, through that same pathway, and then the nitrates that are found in a lot of our vegetables.
So what does Irwin Naturals then have a supplement that would contribute to that pathway?
Yeah, so at Irwin Naturals we have actually an entire line of products that feature nitric oxide boosting nutrients. And we call all those products that have that componentry to it are identified with the word red. So we have a red product line in Irwin Naturals, and if you go to our website, if you go into any store, you'll see that we have products named, for example, Steel Libido Red is a very popular product that we have, and we have a mother formula called Steel Libido, but then we had a secondary product that we launched that features nitric oxide boosting L-citrulline as a component of that formula, simply because L-citrulline or nitric oxide plays an important role in sexual function, which is also the target of your most popular erectile dysfunction drugs, such as Viagra or sildenafil, which targets the enzyme that kind of degrades nitric oxide, phosphodiesterase, and that's how it actually has its effect. Is it boosts nitric oxide in that particular area of the body? So that's how those erectile dysfunction drugs work.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Let me see how I can be rhetorically sensitive and handle this. Men who have issues with ED, they'll get Viagra, and then they're able to perform, and they think all is well. No, it's not. If you're having issues with ED, that artery is probably that leads to that portion of the plumbing that makes all that happen is probably atherosclerotic, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a good indication, actually, of cardiovascular compromised cardiovascular system is when erectile dysfunction does occur. Obviously, there are many factors that can play into that, a lot of psychogenic factors. However, if it is a purely organic situation, it's related to your cardiovascular health. Which is why some docs will say, hey, a good sign of cardiovascular health is if you wake up in the morning and you're aroused. That is a sign that you have a good nitric oxide production and that you're getting blood flow to all the areas of the body. That is kind of a good sign.
Yeah,
So,
we're headed into the bottom of this end of this block. We'll come back. Bruce, don't hang up because I got a sense you may want to ask another question or two. You asked a good question, inspired a lot of comments. We're talking with Dr. Elijah McCarthy today. Nitric oxide. Say yes to no.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
1250 WHNZ. Online at WH.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Talking with Dr. Elijah McCarthy today. Visit Irwin, IRWIN, IrwinNaturals.com. And when you get to their link where the products are, you'll get to their nitric oxide red label products. And I'm looking here, and they have quite a few. Let's see. There's 4, 8, 12 products. We'll talk with Dr. McCarthy about those. We had a call from Oldsmar, Florida, and Bruce was asked a great question about how much L-arginine should you take, and Dr. McCarthy addressed that. Was there anything else on your mind, Bruce? I wanted to make sure before I cut you loose.
Yeah, no problem. With the recommendation then, because basically I've got 100% blockage in one vein going to the right side of my heart. And vein
or artery?
Artery.
Artery. Okay. Go ahead.
And basically the cardiologists, they recommend the standard cocktail of, Renexa for chest pain, metoprolol and a statin. That's your standard cocktail. What I'm trying to do is find a little bit more natural ways to kind of relieve, the blockages in some of the arteries
Mm-hmm.
and veins are probably, also there's probably problems in the veins too. But I guess the recommendation, what you're saying and your guest is saying, is that you should probably take L-arginine with L-citrulline. And I'm taking heart drops from Strauss, and those would probably be the best ways to take some more natural products.
Well, let's ask Dr. McCarthy. I mean, he is a clinician. He is a naturopathic physician. What are your thoughts and recommendations, Dr. McCarthy, about what Bruce is commenting on and asking?
Sure. Well, I guess the first thing I'm thinking of is typically with the L-arginine pathway relies heavily on the health of the endothelium. And the endothelium is that one cell layer that kind of lines the inner lining of all of your vessels. And actually, if you were to stretch it out, it covers an entire. It's so large that it would cover a soccer field. And the health of that is really important for that particular pathway with using the enzymes through the L-arginine pathway. And so in advanced cardiovascular kind of disease states, there is significant compromise to that endothelium, and so that particular pathway doesn't always operate as ideally as you would want, especially in an aging population. So my recommendation typically for individuals that have more advanced concerns in the cardiovascular health arena is to kind of really focus more on the nitrate topic. Nitrates are another substrate that are used by your body to produce nitric oxide, and it doesn't require an enzyme to do it. So it doesn't have an additional obstacle. Again, I mentioned L-arginine first off has that obstacle, that enzyme that kind of degrades it as it enters the GI tract. And then on top of that, you have to rely on the healthy function of those enzymes to actually produce nitric oxide using L-arginine. Mm-hmm. And then to kind of make it even more complicated, L-arginine is an amino acid that's used in a variety of different reactions in the body. So it doesn't just get funneled right into nitric oxide production. It's used in many other ways.
Competing. Yeah, it's
things. So it's not as targeted as you'd like. Nitrates are going to be a little more targeted when it comes to this type of issue, and that is really focusing on dietary consumption of high nitrate foods. And this is really turns into a specific nutritional talk on that, right?
So, is there a supplement? Is there a supplement from Irwin Naturals that's more nitrate oriented, or is that not possible?
So yeah, we do have a product called Beetroot Red. And
I have it right. I got it right in front of me.
Yeah, beets are known for their high nitrate content. That's one of the main benefits of eating beets. If you're to kind of go through the list of high nitrate foods, they're gonna be virtually all of them are going to be in the vegetable category, and all vegetables typically have some form of nitrates because nitrogen metabolism is so important to plants. The best parts of the plant to get nitrates from begins with the stalk and the leaf that has the highest concentration of nitrates. The stem, the root, the flower, those are kind of in descending order. Those are the kind of the higher concentrations of nitrates. Apples have a great supply of nitrates in them, as does red wine and other, pomegranate juice, etc. So a lot of the topics, we'd look at like the Mediterranean diet, for example. The Mediterranean diet, one of the reasons why it's so beneficial to cardiovascular health is because of this topic of nitrates. And the same thing with the DASH diet. These are a lot of the dietary recommendations we make. Although we're not talking about nitrates, the underlying foundational aspect of it is the nitrate content. So I certainly think that's the best way to approach nitric oxide when we're talking about the
Bruce, in your case with advanced coronary artery disease, Dr. McCarthy is suggesting that Irwin Naturals has a product called Beetroot Red. Max conversion with nitric oxide booster. That's an advanced formula designed to optimize your cardiovascular health and your performance with nitric oxide precursors. This is they describe it as a comprehensive formula, concentrated beetroot extract and red spinach extract, which supply plant-sourced nitric oxide precursors in the form of nitrates. And Dr. McCarthy's right on the button, man. Beetroot Red includes L-citrulline, which, as he explained earlier, is an amino acid that readily converts to L-arginine. and then can be converted into nitric oxide to help support your blood flow. So this product, and they also have MCT oil, P5P, which is vitamin B6. That particular nutrient, that vitamin, is implicated in so many pathways with so many enzymes. It's incredible. It's got B6, B12 for your cellular energy. Got some ginseng in there. That got some cayenne. All these support circulation, and to keep those enzymes in that pathway. Well, there are no enzymes involved with this, with the nitrates. So, nevertheless, beetroot red. Did that help answer your question, Bruce?
Yeah, absolutely, because I appreciate this discussion, because I think as we all age, we're all going to be dealing one way or another with these
sooner or later.
Types of issues.
Yeah, well, you asked great questions today. It helped inspire a nice narrative. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing that. Thanks for your contribution.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to go out and I'm going to order some Irwin Naturals.
Irwin Naturals. Irwin Naturals Beetroot Red. It's part of there are 12 products in that red, the so-called red line of supplements. Thanks again. That was very good. He asked some good questions, Dr. McCarthy. It really got us to a good place, didn't it?
It did, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah, it's all good. We come back. We have one more block with Dr. McCarthy. You can see that Dr. McCarthy knows what he's talking about. He's well-trained. He talks in terms of pathways. I like that. I get it. You get it. And that's the way to go about doing this. Makes sense. We'll be back with the LTN Health Question of the Day.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The heart drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, live fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Okay, so here's the LTN health question of the day. A little kind of chemistry question. You were paying attention to Dr. McCarthy. So we have this compound called nitric oxide, and it has to be synthesized in your body. And there's an enzyme called nitrogen oxide synthase. And you have these, there's a more than one NO and nitrogen oxide synthases. There's different enzymes in that group. But nitrogen oxide synthase, in order to make NO, it's got to act on a substrate. What is that substrate? I'll just give you two choices. Is it L-arginine or L-glutamine? What's the substrate that the enzyme nitric oxide synthase has to act on to make that conversion to nitric oxide? Is it L-arginine or L-glutamine? Here's the number to call. You want a $25 supplement gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
That's sort of a chemistry question. That's not a hard question.
Not if you were listening.
Not if you were listening. Dr. McCarthy said it a gazillion times. Dr. McCarthy, welcome back. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right. So
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Are you having fun yet?
Yeah, no, I'm going to kick some of your comments there are fun. I hope someone gets that right. Otherwise, I've failed my job here.
Let's put it to the test. Let's go to an avid listener out of Tampa, Florida. Del, welcome to the show. What's the answer? Oh, it's not? Oh, he has an arginine question. Okay. Go ahead, Del. What's your question?
My question is that I'd heard many years ago that arginine was a basic fertilizer to some degree for shingles or herpes virus in general. And I wondered, I've stayed away from it to some extent anyway. Is there a limit on the size or the amount of arginine? Is too much?
Okay, so what do you make of that? What do you make of that connection, Dr. McCarthy?
A good one. So L-arginine is actually used by viruses in their replication processes, and so L-arginine supplementation in high doses can give rise to an outbreak if there is a latent virus such as the shingles, which is the herpes virus, and all the variants of the herpes virus, which manifest in various ways. Those viruses like to hang out in the nervous tissue and lay dormant there until they find the most opportune environment to express themselves, whether that's a decreased immune function or there is an influx of certain nutrients that are driving its replication, such as L-arginine. So yes, there's one of the concerns with supplementing. Another kind of obstacle with L-arginine is that it can give rise to viral kind of outbursts. But the dosage of that is going to be different for each individual. Again, it's going to more importantly depend on the health of the immune system and how the immune system is functioning. Is it being outweighed by a bunch of different stressors, toxic exposures, mental, emotional stressors that are kind of sucking energy out of the immune system and allowing other pathogens to manifest inside the body. So to me, it's more of a support your immune system kind of approach.
So you're not too concerned that someone taking it, let's say that they have have the herpes virus. Would you tell them not to take L-arginine, or is the dose small enough it's okay?
Well, typically, it would depend on how much L-arginine they're going to consume, but I would probably recommend away from it. I'd say L-citrulline is going to be your safer option there.
Better, okay.
And even more safer there would be to focus on the nitrate.
So we can go down that pathway. We can go down that pathway. We can go. We can convert L-citrulline. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
To L-arginine.
L-citrulline is a byproduct of that nitric oxide production kind of reaction that happens through the nitric oxide synthase enzyme. But then L-citrulline feeds right back into the conversion into L-arginine. So L-citrulline supplementation can also give rise to that if it is in high enough amounts. But again, it's going to be less problematic than taking straight L-arginine supplement.
Did that answer your question, Del?
Yes.
All right, thank you. That was a good question, by the way. Let's go to Mary in Bradenton, Florida. Mary, what's the answer? What's the substrate that nitric oxide synthase, that enzyme, has to act on to make nitric oxide? Is it L-arginine or L-glutamine?
L-arginine.
100%. Congratulations. You want a $25 supplement gift card, Mary. Very good. Dr. McCarthy's relieved. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So, very good show today. I would recommend people go to irwinnaturals.com. And you'll see the red labeled products, that red line of products. There are about 12. There are 12. I counted 12 in that product line. You'll see each has their own focus and specialization, and you might want to take a look at that. So when we go to California next week, Dr. McCarthy, we're going to come look for you, okay?
All right, I look forward to it.
Yeah. Still a little early in California. Well, it's civilized hour now. I mean, you had to get up pretty early to do this show.
Well, the freeways are effectively jammed up by now. So,
absolutely.
Nitric oxide is having a problem reaching cells.
I know. No, there's no amount of nitric oxide is going to open up those arteries. Thanks so much for being on Irwin Naturals.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish out.
I was going to say thanks, and I look forward to speaking to you. I think coming back on the show in a couple of weeks. So.
Yeah. We like having you on. You seem to know what you're talking about. I'm just kidding.
That's good.
I'm messing with you, Dr. McCarthy. Yeah, you're very good. I can see you're well trained and you know what you're doing, and you're pretty transparent. All those things mean something to the listener and the viewer. You'd be surprised how closely they pay attention, because they comment to me about guests. I like that guest. That person was, I believe them. I trust them. Yeah, you got high credibility, Dr. McCarthy. You're doing great.
All right.
All right. You have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week, okay?
All right. See you then.
Take care of yourself. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay healthy. Stay alert. Stay vigilant. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified